Alright. Oh my gosh. Alright. So that army has 2 tier 2 units and 2 tier 1. This is 2 tier 2s and 1 tier 1, and this is 2 tier 2s and 1 tier 1. And we don't have to fight those. They're just options. We're just looking for more stuff to hit right now. Okay, that's 2 tier 1 units. And that's 5 tier 1 units. Okay, so this should be our next fight right here. Alright. Okay, so call militia. And you get these guys. And looks like they do not evolve into anything. But, okay. Bring them on over. I'm gonna hit retry because half the archers died. We can absolutely do better than that. Wait for them to get closer. Okay, and then we're gonna summon the sword thing right there. That's bait. And move him there and shield wall. Oh, wow. Look at the chance to hit. It's terrible. I guess because they're like wind elementals. Like they're dodging the arrows or something. Nom. They just ate the wind elemental, chat. Nom 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 nom. Okay, there we go, and pretty much no losses, and we've hit level 2. Padded armor, okay, take reward. Alright. Now, our boy's level 2. Lot of nice early game options. This is the AoE healing line I used in that last battle in the multiplayer thing that worked really well for me. This is single target healing. There's lots of different choices here. This is a chain lightning. This is from being a storm giant. This is the summon sword thing. Over here is a couple of free units. This is Raise Undead. This, you start the battle with a zombie unit in your army, so it's more bodies. And this is, instead of a zombie unit, you get a bone wyvern. We're going to start with this just to have more units on the field. Alright, I don't think we want to try that one until the militia get here. Alright, so this guy... Just looking around. If you go all the way down, you get the army-wide heal. I used that in a 3v3 battle. Okay, so first up, we need to get some food. And also, kind of lucky, we start right next to a pasture, which is giving triple food from this tile, something I didn't get at all in the last game. So we're going to get that first. I'm also going to spend some early Imperium to get more population and advance this so that I can do that again. Let's see, there's a gold vein there. There's an iron deposit there. All right, so the iron deposit gives way more iron. And you can see the bonuses there. It's giving 3 food, 20 iron, 2 draft, 2 gold, 1 mana. That's because of all of the giant bonuses and stuff. So we're going to get Quarry. And we need to put the Stelly down. Now, we're started next to a river, but this tile here doesn't have water in this tile. This one does, and this one does. So we're getting all those seafaring bonuses from those two. All right. Nope. Try it again. Is Jan Bonnie, Muck of the Luxshire, aware that last epoch added WASD movement? I heard about that, yes, but I haven't played it. But that is awesome. That truly is awesome. Okay, summon in front. These units, I believe, have a ranged attack and a melee attack. Yeah, they can do that every turn. Poison needle. Okay. Now, because there are many units in these piles, as I attack them and some of the individual units die, their power output decreases. Unlike that ogre we fought earlier, where, you know, he was alive and kicking until he was 100% dead. But also the fact that we have... this could be painful. The fact that all these units are ranged, they could all just turn and shoot the same thing, and then it's gonna hurt. So, the question right now is, do I want to use healing roots to heal something? We've only got 76 mana in our entire kingdom right now. I could try to heal something. Let's see how it goes without doing that. Alright, they're all shooting the big man right now. Not a huge surprise. However, they are bunching up real nicely. Which allows me to hit all 4 of them with that. Alright, that's 2 stacks down. Don't forget about the poison. Well, the poison lasts until the combat is over. So even if we're poisoned at the end of the fight, when the fight ends, like, that's it. We're fine after that. Alright, the summoned sword faded away. That. Giant eats that. Raise dead on those guys. They throw their own zombies at them. Okay. Injured, but no permanent losses. You gain some food, some mana. Wand of Inversion. Remove all negative status effects from the target ally. Grant them a positive effect for each negative one removed. Well, I'll equip it till I get something better. Alright. And... I'm not gonna need any Imperium in the super near future. So let's spend Imperium to force an expansion again. Let's see, I could do farm... Gold vein. There's another gold vein there. Honestly, for that early game, it's just food, because more food means getting the other stuff here faster. So I'm gonna get a farm. That actually opened up a little bit of vision over here. I could absolutely handle those fights. So let's start bringing this guy back toward home. And Scout, keep running around. It opened up a free city there. Okay. And turn. Alright, so we can cast the Stella now. And we're going to put that right on our main city. And it will start spreading rivers in all directions. So all of the stuff around me basically is going to become more profitable. Alright, then we're going to make another Scout. And let's take one militia out and pick up this defender that was here. Let me see. A militia... Let's see. This guy is 1 gold per turn. A scout is 6 gold. You know, honestly, a militia might be a cheaper scout than a scout. Alright, so I'll just put him on auto-explore to open up the map. They both have 40 movement per turn. That's funny. You know what? I'm gonna do that, actually. Forget this guy. So they both have the same higher... No, actually, no. A scout is 50 gold for 1, and the other guy is 60 gold for 2. The scout ignores some terrains. Does he? I don't see anything... Where's that? Cavalry, land movement, road walk, scout unit. Scout units have farsight. Same vision. I guess it has 1 less vision. I want to try it though. I've never tried it. All right. Blight Blades research is done. I'll do both. I'll do both. Okay, new Empire skill available. Founding or absorbing cities takes 2 less turns and start with 1 less population. Or 1 more population. That'll be later. Okay. Yeah, I didn't think about Scout and Chance, so the Scouts would pull ahead later, but still, it'd be useful for the early game. 2 effective Scouts that take, 1 gold per turn. Done. Okay. So I want to go for this because this is a fight that we should absolutely be able to handle. All right, so we just got close enough to... Oh, here we go. The towering butcher ogres gibbers in terror at your army's approach. He hunkers down, hiding his features behind gigantic fingers. Seeing their leader submit, the rest of his tribe follows suit. The area is soon filled with the sounds of mournful howls and deep-throated cries for mercy. Do you allow the plaintive butcher ogre and his gigantic clan to retreat, or will you attack? Okay, so slay them all is an evil action, but you get XP. Letting them go is a good action, and you gain alignment, which might favor you in the future. However, this last option, draft, is blocked for 5 turns. That means for 5 turns, you're not training units at home, but you receive 271 production. That's how fast you build things. Right now we are building 36 production per turn. So this would be like getting 8 turns of building in the city out like instantly. So I'm gonna take that option. We get a Ring of True Sight. We can see invisible units. When we kill enemies, the morale hurts them harder. We'll equip that for now. Do you play multi or just with AI? We actually just finished a multiplayer game. It was the first multiplayer game I had ever done with 7 other streamers. Give me just a moment here. If you are interested, that is a link to that playlist. Okay. Alright, so we need to pick some stuff to build, because, like, look, it's going to be instant right now. So, let's see. Workshop. Stonemason. Vendor. Alright, so that was expensive, but we just got multiple structures all done at once. Okay, and we should be able to handle that. Alright, we're just gonna put that scout on auto explore. Alright, so done with that, done with that, done with that. And good to go. Meeting neutral Sealville. Salutations, giant daddy of the Honorable Tuskmen. We Honorable Tuskmen humbly ask you to respect Sealville's territory and independence. Do you wish to give her one of your Whispering Stones to start negotiations and gradually improve their allegiance with you? Yes, I do. Give stone. Alright. So we're still in the same turn. That just interrupted the end turn. Bomjus won. Who's Bomjus? Bomjus was on Team Evil. So, to put it into perspective, like, my team beat all 3 members of his, my team of 4 beat the other 3 members of Team Evil, and then Bomjus alone beat all 4 of us. He was just so freaking far ahead. So he won the game for Team Evil. Okay, during diplomatic negotiations, Duchess Cyril Horsetamer of Sealville invites you to a game of high-stakes Wizards and Kings. Very soon it becomes clear the Duchess is not up to the intricacies of a game meant to be played by a Godier. What should have been a pleasant way to exchange favors slowly turns into a diplomatic disaster as Cyril grows more and more frustrated with every move you make. You could easily beat her, but perhaps there are more important things at stake than winning this small victory. Beat her, she hates you a little bit, you get gold. Let her win, you lose gold, and she likes you more. Or humiliate her, she hates you a little bit, you gain evil alignment, you get gold, and a tiny bit of Imperium. That's a pittance of Imperium, honestly. I'm gonna say, like, the Whispering Stone will repair relations over time. So I'm gonna say, give me that money. I'm gonna beat her for the money. Ada just announced a cookbook with an in-game butter knife spear. What? Send me a link. Tempted to spend Imperium. I probably should save some Imperium at this point. Alright. Yeah. Yeah, I'll retry. Because if I let... although the auto didn't kill any units, it would be a few turns before they're fighting Shape again. And we don't want to have them start the next battle that low health. Alright, and... I'm gonna wait for them to get closer. Closer. Alright. Okay. 1 unit down, 2 to go. Let them get closer. DM'd you on Discord? Let's see. Guild Wars 2 cookbook release bonus. Hang on a sec. What is this? Butter knife spear skin. Kind of. All right, so you buy this cookbook and you get a spear, an in-game spear. Okay. Not for me, but I'm sure there is a target audience. All right, let's see. Let's do that. That guy is almost dead. Alright, the magic sword wore off. We're gonna use Raise Undead on the dead ogre and throw it at the little lizards. Okay, much better. Come on, Mike, you could do a cooking stream from the kitchen featuring the book. Oh, God. Alright, so now we're gonna get Zombie Keeper. So at the start of every battle, we have a zombie unit on the field. Alright, we're out of movement. Call militia. We got 2 militia here. I'm gonna separate them and put them both on auto explore. And let's start channeling Blight Blades, which will increase the melee damage of all my units by adding some poison type damage to their attacks. And that's going, that's going. Alright, in turn. Our scouts and units have picked up some stuff off the ground. If we watch here, you'll see more rivers appear because of the stele. It's like changing the land. I like watching it, it's really cool. Okay. Before you can approach the army, an army from Sealville that occupies a gold vein, Duchess Syrah contacts you. What do you want with my butcher ogres? Syrah warily sizes up your army to assess the situation. They guard this gold vein, per my orders. The troops of the duchy nervously observe your exchange and appear ready to attack if necessary. State your reason for coming to my gold vein. So I can basically flex my relationship with her, and I lose Imperium, and it gets rid of the troops. If I attack the ogres, then she declares war on me. Alright, I'm just gonna leave. I don't want to spend that much Imperium for a couple of ogres. I just thought I could kill them for XP. Alright, so she's claiming them. What do we got here? We don't have a lot of ways to use mana at the moment, so we don't need the shrine immediately. If I build a forester, that will build faster. Alright, start on... It's only 15 Imperium to get the next pop. So... let's get that. And then we can do the library in only 2 turns. Whoa. Meeting Perpetual Sialford. A floating formation of stone faces addresses you. Sialford welcomes you, brother. I am Gomarli. We share ancient kinship, although our paths diverged eons ago. You've heard of elder giants who turned themselves to crystals to preserve not just themselves, but also their lore. We scholars of the cosmos keenly note your mobility, giant. Not out of envy, but out of utility. Like our Sialder sentinels, our wisdom can guide you to erudition. The stone-faced entity's voice is monotonous, yet not without a hopeful tone. We, the Eternal Sages, will reward your aid, Gomarli concludes. You are eternally invited to our crystal dwelling to exchange knowledge and secrets. Okay, so first option is inspect the crystal settlement of Sialford, which just lets me see their town. Offer to aid the Eternal Sages with a quest for knowledge. Okay, offer to aid. Welcome, Giant Daddy Mukluk Rainsinger. We predicted your interest in helping us, curiosity and ambition define most Gaudir, which makes you valuable allies in our pursuit of knowledge. We chronicle and collect all there is to know of the cosmos. As we cannot leave Sialford, you possess the power to retrieve what we cannot procure ourselves. The Eternal Sages concludes, will you lend us your aid in the quest for wisdom? Let's see. Reveals the close... Okay, hold on. Pay mana to reveal a location of special interest. Reveals the closest uncompleted fated region. Completing those regions yields high rewards, including a unique artifact. Share your insight as a giant king. Lose knowledge per turn for 6 turns, and they gained allegiance with you for 6 turns. Ask for a challenging quest. Ask for a quest. Well, we're low level. Let's ask for a quest and see what happens. We have long philosophized the powers of a hypothetical weapon, a breeze beacon. If you will, they explain in a hollow voice. Should this breeze beacon come into existence, we wish to keep and study it. We believe you possess an item forge. We can provide you with the forging instructions if you agree. Will you forge the breeze beacon for the crystal dwelling so that they may study it? You will receive a bespoke blueprint. So it requires a Rune of Creation Storm? Oh, this is their town. Good God. I should not have done a very large map. I think I might have to have this, which is going to require some skill points. Okay. I don't know if we're going to be able to get that in time. Alright. I do have the item forge, yes. Hey, Mike and Chad. Hi, Goddess. Okay, intern. Okay, small monster den. Might be able to handle the small monster den. Alright, cast Blight Blades. Enchanting all my units with some burning weapons. We are losing mana right now. So we're gonna want the shrine after this to get some mana income. That was a fast turn. One of our scouts found some gold. Five tier 1 piggies. Yeah, we should be able to handle that. Wayfinder enchantment research is done. What is this? Call to Glory. This is a faction thing. For 3 turns, all friendly units gain +5 morale at the start of your turn. Crow Companion, buff for scouts. Let's get that. Alright, library's done, so we're getting more research. Now we're getting a shrine. Call Militia is ready. I think going forward, I'm not going to do any more militias for purposes of scouting. Like, we have got a lot of scouting units right now that are going to be opening up the map, which is awesome. Let's see, small monster den. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, the draft is still if I didn't have the summon militia, I don't know if I would have taken that option that gave me a bunch of buildings but cost me many turns of draft early on in the game. But since I was getting militia anyway, it wasn't a huge deal. That's a pretty good auto. I'll just take it. Thunderbird mount. Very fast movement, cavalry, flying, +4 lightning resist. Take rewards. Okay. Alright, we got another scout here. Shrine is done, and also we can expand. Let's see, there's a gold vein there, mana there, rainbow clover there. Oh, this is actually really nice. There's this gemstone thing is like a special thing, and there's 2 in range of our city. I want that mana though. I'm gonna do that and try to get that mana before they do. Alright, Surf Quarters gives 20 food, which means faster expansion. Town Happiness is pretty low right now. Can we make our giant ride a bird? No, the giants can't use mounts. Could start making a second army, like a second... I guess I could start on that, just to keep the draft busy. Oh, here we go. It's time to get a hero. Mage, Warrior, Death Knight, Spellbook, Ritualist. I'm certainly partial to the Ritualist. Because a Ritualist basically means having like a really strong healer or summoner or both in every army. Spellblade is kind of weird. It's like half mage, half melee. Death Knight is kind of like half melee, half necromancer. Warrior is just a warrior. And mage is pure mage. The other feudal seems better so far with the free army. We have only 1 city. for the early game, the other one would probably be better. For right now, for like the late game, I'm not sure.